Hello, my name is John, and today we'll be reading Why Iran Must Be Denuclearized by Robert R. Monroe, Washington Times, October 11th, 2017. Robert R. Monroe, a retired U.S. Navy Vice Admiral, is a former director of the Defense Nuclear Agency. America must not permit Iran to produce nuclear weapons. If a rogue state, the world's #1 supporter of terrorism, is allowed to go into the production of nuclear weapons, no other state can be denied them. Proliferation, in self-defense, will go wild, and the result will be a world of nuclear horror and chaos, from which there is no return. Here's how it will happen, and how it can be avoided. The Iran Nuclear Agreement, formally titled the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, makes Iran a threshold nuclear weapons state. Iran must wait only a few years, and it will be permitted to produce nuclear weapons. Mideast politics cannot permit Iran to be the sole regional possessor, not with a record of arming and directing proxies such as Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis, or even the Taliban. Already other states, for example Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Egypt, are making covert preparations to go nuclear. Given the tinderbox nature of the Mideast today, Libya, Lebanon, Syria, Kurdish regions, ISIS, Iraq, Yemen, the nuclear proliferation race will be intense. It will be accelerated by three factors. First, the regional nuclear fright in Northeast Asia, where North Korea's neighbors, such as Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan, are developing nuclear plans, technologies, personnel, and resources. Second, the increasing availability of fissile material from reactor growth in developing nations, some of which is intended for weapons purposes. And third, the startlingly rapid increase in international availability of intercontinental ballistic missile technology. No state will be safe without nukes. Proliferation will be rapid. By 2030, we will have spurted from 8 to about 20 nuclear weapon states, mostly our allies, which formerly relied on the deteriorating U.S. nuclear umbrella. By 2040, expect to see about 30 nation-states with nukes, as high-tech countries rush to protect themselves. By mid-century, the count will be about 40, as the leading third-world countries proliferate. Nukes will be everywhere, unrecognized, uncounted, and many unprotected, and the count will continue to rise. Nuclear weapons will be available for seizure and use by aggressors, terrorists, criminals, failed and failing states, even extortionists. The world will be marked by ruined, radioactive, deserted cities, large and small. Is there any hope? Yes, but it requires immediate, forceful action by America. We must use military force to prevent Iran and North Korea from developing nuclear weapons. Immediately withdraw from the Iran nuclear agreement. Formally advise Iran that if it does not dismantle all its nuclear facilities, we will do it with military force. As an initial element of the negotiating process, demolish the Natanz uranium enrichment facility. Be generous with the carrots, but use the stick without delay if needed. As Iran is denuclearized, the world will rejoice. Hopes for non-proliferation will surge. Strike North Korea hard. Electric power plants, communication networks, known nuclear and launch sites, leadership sites, artillery and military sites targeting Seoul. Offer the populace a better life than they have ever known if they help. The damage and casualties incurred in these two actions is tiny as compared to the catastrophe these two rogues will inflict through proliferation. By these two actions, America will have temporarily stopped proliferation. There is now time for us to make non-proliferation permanent. The single fault in the landmark Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT, is that its creators were not able to agree on any mechanism to prevent proliferation. They did, however, take a giant step in that direction by creating two tiers of states: 5 approved nuclear weapon states, permanent members of the UN Security Council, and the balance, currently 185, who signed as non-nuclear weapon states. A half-century of NPT experience has now proved that non-proliferation requires enforcement. America must now take on the intense, decades-long diplomatic effort to convince the world that these 5 must be accorded the responsibility of enforcing non-proliferation, collegially or individually. It is a fitting challenge for Americans' foreign policy. The Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty must also be made non-applicable to these 5, so that they will have unquestioned power, as well as the responsibility to enforce non-proliferation. The world can remain stable at 8 states with nukes, and future diplomacy can work to make it 5. America has the capability to show the world how to live comfortably with nuclear weapons for the long term. Do we still have the will? This video is a production of the School of the White Crane. My name is John Brooker, and you can contact me through commentary on this media or through my Gmail listed here. Please share this video with family and friends and on social media. May God richly bless you.